Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom with towering mountains, clear rivers, and vast green meadows, there lived a little sparrow named Cindy. The weather was always sunny, the flowers were always in bloom, bees and butterflies danced among the flowers, and all the animals lived happily together. Cindy lived in a tall cherry blossom tree by the river. Every spring, the tree would be covered with cherry blossoms that fell like snow, creating a breathtaking sight. Every morning, Cindy would perch on a branch, spread her wings, and sing joyfully to greet the new day. One day, Cindy decided to go on an adventure into the forest. She flew over the river, crossed the meadow, and arrived in a lush green forest. The trees were tall and dense, the air was filled with the scent of flowers, and there were many strange and beautiful plants she had never seen before. Cindy admired the scenery as she flew, eager to explore more of the world. As she flew further, she came across a mysterious blue flower field. The flowers looked like tiny stars that had fallen from the sky, glowing softly. Cindy couldn't resist and stopped, fluttering her wings gently as she looked closely at the magical flowers. She thought, "These are the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. I want to take some back to show my friends." Just as she was about to pick a flower, she heard a small voice saying, "Please don't pick my flowers." Startled, Cindy looked up and saw a little bee. The bee said, "These flowers are our food source. Without them, we won't be able to make honey." Feeling a little embarrassed, Cindy replied, "I'm sorry, I didn't know these flowers were so important to you. I just thought they were so beautiful and wanted to bring some back for my friends." The little bee smiled kindly and said, "No worries. You can take a picture of them here, and that way, you can share the beauty of the flowers with your friends." Cindy thought it was a great idea. She took a picture of the flowers, thanked the little bee, and continued on her adventure. She thought to herself, "Everyone has their way of living and their own needs. I should understand others better instead of making decisions lightly." She continued flying and soon came to a lovely little stream. The water was clear, and she could see fish swimming freely. Feeling a bit tired from flying, Cindy decided to rest on a branch by the stream. Suddenly, the sky grew dark as the clouds gathered, and the wind began to blow stronger. Cindy's wings were buffeted by the wind, and she struggled to stay steady. She wanted to fly back home to her cherry blossom tree, but no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't find her way. The leaves rustled loudly in the wind, and Cindy became more and more anxious. She landed on a branch, her heart beating fast, thinking, "What should I do? I'm lost. What should I do?" The more she thought about it, the more panicked she became, and her wings began to tremble. Just then, she heard a gentle voice say, "Don't panic. Take a deep breath, think about the problem, and you might find the answer." It was a wise old owl with white eyebrows and a beard. He lived in the forest and had seen many animals get lost. The old owl slowly said, "When you face difficulties, don't rush into panic. Try to calm down, think carefully, or ask someone for help." Cindy took a deep breath and slowly exhaled, feeling much better. She thought carefully and decided to ask the old owl for help. "Mr. Owl, I'm lost and don't know how to get home. Can you help me?" The old owl smiled kindly and said, "Of course, Cindy. If you remember that the cherry blossom tree is by the river, you just need to follow the river to find your way home. Cindy thanked the old owl for his help and happily followed his advice to fly along the river. Soon, she spotted her cherry blossom tree in the distance. She was so happy and quickly flew back home. Back in her warm and familiar home, Cindy felt grateful. She learned that when faced with a problem, it's important not to be afraid but to calm down, think about how to solve it, or ask friends for help. The next day, Cindy shared her adventure in the forest with her friends, and they were all fascinated. They learned the importance of helping each other, respecting each other's ways of life, and the value of calm thinking. From that day on, Cindy was no longer afraid of getting lost or facing difficulties because she knew that as long as she stayed calm and asked for help, there would always be a way to solve any problem. Cindy sang happily on her cherry blossom tree, the breeze gently blowing, and her song, accompanied by cherry blossom petals, drifted across the beautiful kingdom, bringing a sense of peace and warmth to all the little animals. Her story became a piece of wisdom passed among the animals in the forest, reminding everyone that when facing challenges, stay calm, don't panic, think it through, and help each other to find the best solution. The story is over, dear children. Remember, when you encounter a problem, don't rush or panic. Just like Cindy, take a deep breath, stay calm, or ask a good friend for help. Also, remember what Cindy learned from the little bee: understand and respect the needs of others before making decisions. Good night, and sweet dreams.